Welcome back, friends, with episode 5 of Miss Marvel. Really loving this show so far, and kind of sad that there's only this episode and the next one left. Last we left off, Kamala's bangle had been stabbed, and that sent her back to 1947 and the time of the partition. Really chilling, really emotional. I can't wait to see what they do there, and I'm hoping we spend a decent amount of time just unpacking that era and the intergenerational trauma that came from it. But alright, friends, full reaction is going to be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps out the channel, and let's get started. It's like on the radio. Whoa! Oh shit. We're in for it.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to light and freedom. After almost 200 years of oppressive British rule, India is free. The Dominion of Pakistan has been demarcated for Muslims, while India is a secular state with a Hindu majority. An unprecedented mass migration.
Wow.
As to understand how all this began, we must go back to a pivotal moment in the Indian struggle for independence, back in 1942.
Man. Oh. Dang.
फसाद बर्पा किए बगैर अमन से, लेकिन हमारे इस पुरअमन रवैये को हमारी कमजोरी ना समझिए। इस धरती को हजारों साल से अपना खून देते आए हम लेके रहेंगे। जरा जोर से बोलो। दे दे आशा।
Frickin' heck. Wait.
Touch me and I'll break your leg.
What? You mean this one? I'd like you to stop trampling on my poor roses, but from the looks of it, I think you need more help than they do. There's food and a place to rest if you need to use my cottage.
Growing roses here. She has some really striking features. I just had this for dinner last night.
Putting on. No human alive can resist the smell of a fresh fried paratha.
Oh, I thought that was curry. Never mind.
Do you have a name? Perhaps you can tell me where you're from then.
Another dimension?
I see.
Do you know when I saw you out there, it reminded me of my favorite poem. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about.
Reciting poetry.
Seeking you.
Aisha.
What a Chad.
My name is Aisha.
Wow.
When we first met, you threatened to break my leg.
Well, I changed my mind. Nindiya re nindiya, tu aa kyun na ja.
She looks at you as though you're magic.
You haven't told him, have you?
That I blame her.
By saying, our first and immediate objective must be to put an end to all internal strife and violence which disfigure and degrade us and injure the cause of freedom.
Uh-huh.
With all this bloodshed, they call this peaceful.
She really loved that bangle. It makes it even more amazing that she gave it to Kamala.
दूध और सब्जी चलेगी?
शुक्रिया भाई, आज मार्केट में
शुक्रिया कैसा?
इसे को अपनी खैरात अपने पास रखे।
तुम पागल हो गए हो?
फंस तो मैं गया हूँ। ना कोई मुझसे फूल खरीदने को तैयार है और ना ही कोई मेरी बीवी को दूध बेचने को तैयार है। क्यों?
हसन,
क्योंकि मैं मुसलमान हूँ।
It's wearing on him. What?
So this is where you've been hiding.
She said she never saw her.
We can put our plan into action.
She doesn't want to anymore.
but I hid the bangle for safekeeping. Retrieving it will take some time.
You have until sundown tomorrow, and then we will all go home.
Fuck.
the riots are spreading. Everyone's trying to leave now while they still can. No Muslims are safe here. You've seen what's happening. They're burning homes across the countryside. People are dying.
So long as we're together, we can build a home anywhere, Hassan. What you seek is seeking you. You taught me that.
Man, he looks so broken.
I need you to hold on to this for me. This will keep you safe wherever you go. Okay?
And so she ran. They all ran.
This is the last train, Hassan. We need to hurry.
What are we actually running from?
Who's that woman you were talking to last night?
Ooh.
She always said I was magic. She knew I was running from something. But she never pushed.
You chose us. And that's what mattered.
And I'm still choosing you.
And we're here.
You have to take her with you.
What?
You have to trust me with this, Hassan.
Aisha.
For her sake.
Aisha.
You promised. Just go.
Aisha!
You turned your back on us. I'll find it if it's the last thing I do.
It won't work.
Had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Ajman, no.
Oh no, you're not holding her hand.
Seek. Seeking you.
She used the last of her Noor. Whoa.
Aisha, what happened to you? Bangle worked. Sana
Wow.
brought you back to me.
Wow. What the heck?
You're supposed to save Nani like the story. It's okay, because you are here.
What the heck? Jeez. She really did wind up saving her own grandma. What the heck? Wow.
I need you to jump, okay? Ready? And go!
Nobody's noticing this? Oh, Jesus.
Aisha.
It was me.
Those visions. She was being called there. For this. The last train. Oh shoot! Stabbing it? Opened it up?
Magnum got lost once. I had him microchipped. Okay, me.
Microchips?
Magnum is a dog. Kamala is a girl. Okay? Though, trust me, if it was legal, I would do it. But don't worry so much.
Use the Find My Phone feature to see where she is?
Like spyware for parents?
Kind of.
Then why am I only just hearing about this?
Oh man.
We can go home.
Get the heck out of here then. Dangerous. What, you still gonna try?
I can make it.
You have Kamran!
Do you have Kamran?
I left him behind.
So go back and get him!
Ugh.
All Aisha ever wanted was to be with her family, and you took that from her! Please don't take that from Kamran, too!
You're right. There is only one way. I can close it.
Kamran.
What the heck? What the heck? What just happened? What the? She saw that.
I can't believe what is happening. Who is that?
Who is that?
Salam alaikum, auntie.
So you are that light girl?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Our family is magical.
this is for you.
Abu.
He's like, where did you go?
This photograph. Two people fell in love and created something much bigger than either of them would have created alone.
Really big. Just one. Okay.
She trusts her to.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. He'd be really proud of you.
Thank you, by the way.
Keep in
for
touch.
everything.
More and more parts of her costume.
What is this?
Oh, the bolt.
Kamala's. It broke.
It bolt.
Who is that? That's your mother at your age.
No. No.
No.
Oh, wow.
She ran away when she was 17 to follow that star, Bruce Springfield. Nay, mummy,
Bruce
please
Springfield.
don't put all these lies into my daughter's head, okay? It was Bon Jovi.
Huh?
Your father and I had a lot of adventures, Kamala. None of them have been as thrilling as being your mother. I couldn't see what you needed me to see. Okay? I'm sorry. Nahin, beta.
So she's coming to live with us, right? No healthcare though.
Brian?
Brian.
What are you doing here? I don't know where else to go. Argon. It's one of my favorite elements.
Favorite elements.
So you're a car guy as well?
Car.
Yeah, it's a...
Car guy.
Hey, can we just restart? Because this is really weird. It's nice to meet you. I'm Kamran.
I'm Bruno.
Bruno. I genuinely thought your name was Brian this whole time.
Oh, no, I noticed the first 4 times that...
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Aww.
I need to stay here so my mom knows where to find me.
Dude, she left you behind to fend for yourself. What makes you think she's coming back?
She wouldn't just leave me behind like some kind of orphan.
My parents aren't around anymore either.
Really?
Sorry. I've been followed. We have to go.
Oh! They were gonna bomb. Oh, Jesus. What an incredible episode of television. And like I theorized last week, it was actually Kamala who led her grandmother back to her great-grandfather, but it was Aisha who brought her there into the past in the first place. I assume Aisha tried to call the next person who would use the bangle's power and thought it would be Sana, but it was actually generations away in Kamala. But of course, the story of the stars survived until Kamala's generations, so she understood exactly what she was supposed to do. And seeing the story of Aisha and Hassan was really special. He started reciting poetry and she immediately melted. And that line, "What you seek is seeking you," from the poem, I love that it comes back around several times later. And the rest of the story, though, was so heartbreaking. From the start, Hassan was fighting in his own way for a better life for the people around him, and he helped Aisha, welcomed her into his home, accepted her where she was, didn't ask about her past because it only mattered that she chose them as her future. And they had a few happy years together, and even though Hassan loved his family, the surrounding events slowly wore on him, eventually broke him. It was so sad. The actor did a really good freaking job. And unfortunately, Najma came and Aisha decided to run for it with her family. Sadly, she wasn't able to make it. It's like Amir said, every Pakistani family has a partition story and none of them are good. But Kamala finally got some closure about her family, about who Aisha was. The Illuminantes had it completely wrong. How did her story become that she brought shame on her family? I don't understand. They thought she just left somewhere, and there were even whispers of infidelity and murder. And she gave her life to save her family because of course she did. And I don't know how she gets such a bad rap in the generations to come. Hopefully, Muniba, Suna, and Kamala can set it right in the future. And the rest of the clandestines said they didn't know what happened to Aisha previously, that the day they found the bangle was the last they ever saw of her. And I don't know how culpable the rest of them were, but Najma, at the very least, knew what happened. And, I mean, she wound up killing her. And their quest to get back home ended with all of them dying. 100 years spent in pursuit of this, willing to kill whoever got in the way, only for it to be utter nonsense, only for it to kill them. Najma watched that other clandestine crumble before her eyes, and then she still tried to reach out and wanted to go after it too. And luckily, Kamala was able to get through to her, but she still had to close it, and she used whatever power she had left to seal the gate, killing herself, but also passing some power on to Kamran. Really interesting, though, because the hardening happened before they broke apart and left their skeleton behind. And that animation actually reminded me a little bit of the Terrigenesis that we see on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It feels like a little nod to Kamala's inhuman origin in the comics without actually making her inhuman in the MCU. And Muniba saw some of what happened after tracking Kamala's phone. At least it wasn't a microchip, though she would do it if it was legal, she said. And yeah, she saw Kamala using the hard light to defend herself. And I don't think she knew that Kamala is Miss Marvel in the comics, at least not where I read up to, so very curious what kind of storytelling they're going to do here with that. It'll definitely be easier for Kamala to balance her school, home, and hero life, considering that her mom will probably ease off a little with everything that's on Kamala's plate at the moment. And then, yeah, she found that little bolt from the broken bracelet, or broken necklace, that, of course, is Miss Marvel's symbol. And then back in New Jersey, we see Kamran go to Brian, or Bruno, Silencio Bruno, or We Don't Talk About Bruno. Kamran goes to him for help, and he feels this awkward tension, so he reintroduces himself, gives Bruno the opportunity to finally get Kamran to get his name right. And Kamran really didn't know. He was like so mortified. And he apologized. I think we're all good, other than the love triangle that's still there between Bruno, Kamran, and Kamala. Or love square, since we also have the red dagger guy. And yeah, Kamran and Bruno have a moment talking about their family. Kamran doesn't think his mom would just leave him there. And what he doesn't know is she did give her life to protect him eventually and to give him powers. And I don't know if it was mentioned before, but Bruno's parents are gone too. Makes his relationship with Kamala's parents all the more wholesome and amazing. So yeah, they bond a little over that. Of course, it's interrupted by damage control blowing up the shop. Frickin' heck. ACAB. Even fictional federal agencies. ACAB. But yeah, really enjoying where the MCU is going recently. Probably teaching people more world history than they learned in school. And there was so much intergenerational trauma, and at least we saw Kamala's family be able to heal a little bit from all of it in this episode. And this honestly felt like it could have been a season finale. There were just so many emotional moments. There are some loose ends here and there, but there was some real closure here as well. Things to ramp up in the season finale, though. Kamala and Nakia have to make up. The Department of Damage Control needs to get under control. Somebody needs to put them in their place. They claim that these powered people are dangerous as they use missiles to blow up residential buildings. Ridiculous. And yeah, next episode, we're probably going to see Kamala Khan's superhero outfit slowly grab things from all over the place. The mask, the bolt, the scarf. It's so great. So looking forward to that. Heck of an episode, though. Super emotional. One of my favorite parts of the MCU for sure. And I love Miss Marvel so much. Alright friends, thanks for watching. Full reaction is going to be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week with the season finale. Bye friends.